Where the land ends, another world begins. Far beyond the shore, color becomes a living cathedral. Every wave connects the smallest shore to the greatest life on Earth. The journey begins where the first light reaches the cliffs. From above, the coast becomes a single shining line between two worlds. Along the cliffs, every ledge holds a different way of meeting the sea. Small feet can cross a cliff shaped by an entire ocean. The shortest wings can still connect rock, wind, and open water. Long wings turn the edge of the continent into an open road. Above the waves, precision begins long before the water is reached.
Speed becomes most beautiful when every movement remains controlled.
The coast carries flight forward until rock becomes water again. At sea level, the cliffs continue beneath the surface. The coast remains one landscape above and below the waterline. Even dark stone becomes radiant beneath the equatorial morning sun. On volcanic shores, the line between land and sea is crossed in a single movement. A rocky coast rewards every body built for balance. Beneath the surface, the awkward walker becomes a precise swimmer. bright water can turn even black feathers into part of the morning light.
The shoreline passes from one set of wings to another.
Large wings travel effortlessly where the sea reflects the sky. The first chapter of the coast returns at last to the edge of the tide. As the water withdraws, a hidden world of color appears between the rocks. Movement can be slow and still reshape the entire surface beneath it. In the tide pool, shape and color become part of the stone itself. Sunlight turns every moving tentacle into part of the water's design. The smallest current can transform the shape of a living garden. On the sunlit rocks, color moves faster than the retreating tide. Every bright surface becomes a road between water and air. Even a fixed life experiences the coast through constant change. Strength can belong to a body that never leaves the stone. A field of spines can still move with extraordinary patience. The tide pool builds beauty from forms that protect themselves without motion or force. Camouflage in the tide pool is built from the colors already present. The boundary between animal and environment becomes almost impossible to see. A shallow pool can become an entire ocean to a small fish. Stillness can be as important as movement when every pool is temporary. An armored body can still move gently across the stone. The tide pool preserves ancient designs in every protected surface. Across the sand, a single shell carries its own moving shelter. The final path through the tide pool leads toward the forest beneath the waves. Beyond the last rock, the coast continues as a forest of light beneath the sea. Beyond the tide pools, the coast becomes a forest beneath the sea. At the surface, sunlight and kelp meet in a moving ceiling of gold. Beneath the floating leaves, larger travelers move between towers of light. A large body can move through the kelp with almost no disturbance. The underwater forest creates space large enough for giants and small lives alike. In clear, shallow water, every marking becomes part of the moving light. Grace in the kelp forest is measured by control, not speed. A single orange body can illuminate an entire green corridor. Color becomes a landmark inside the forest, beneath the waves. The reef adds warm color to the golden forest around it. Every rock corridor carries its own combination of shape and color. For a small climber, one kelp plant becomes an entire vertical world. The underwater forest is built from surfaces at every scale. Camouflage becomes movement when the body follows the shape of the kelp. The forest beneath the waves rewards every form that can disappear within it. Across the sandy floor, flight continues without leaving the water. The widest paths in the kelp forest are drawn across open sand. Armored bodies move carefully through the brightest spaces between rocks. The reef and the kelp meet in corridors shaped by stone and light. A familiar coastal traveler becomes weightless beneath the golden canopy. The underwater forest ends where open water begins to carry the coast inland. Where river water meets the sea, the coast becomes a crossroads of life. Ancient form and morning light meet at the edge of the reeds. From the water, the story rises into a sky filled with color. Pink feathers turn the estuary into a moving reflection of dawn. The open wetland becomes a bridge between water and sky.
Long legs carry bright color through the quietest water. The brightest color becomes a line drawn across the morning sky.
Patience becomes visible in every measured step through the shallows. Broad wings connect every open pool across the estuary. A gentle body moves easily where fresh and salt water meet. In clear water, calm movement becomes part of the landscape. Silver scales carry sunlight through the meeting of river and sea. The estuary transforms a single fish into a moving mirror. The boundary between river and ocean is written as a dark line across silver scales. Every channel carries a different path through the same bright water. An ancient shoreline form still crosses the newest light of morning. The estuary carries memory in armor older than the marsh itself. A patterned shell carries the geometry of the estuary across the sand. The same shell crosses land, water, and changing light. At the edge of the marsh, careful paws explore every meeting of land and water. The estuary opens one final path before roots begin to rise from the tide. Where the reeds end, a forest of roots begins above the tide. Where the estuary narrows, the coast becomes a forest built above the tide. Above the water, every branch becomes part of the shoreline. The mangrove opens and closes around every traveler. At the water's edge, paws are shaped for both mud and current. The open channel becomes a path whenever the light reaches the roots. Here, a fish can cross the land without leaving the tide behind. The mangrove blurs the boundary between two ways of living. A vertical trunk becomes another road above the tide. The open canopy keeps every movement connected to the light. Beneath the reflections, ancient movement continues through the channel. The largest presence can remain almost silent inside open water. A single claw can become a bright signal across the open mud. Even the smallest display becomes visible in the morning light. Bright feathers carry the color of both sky and water.
The mangrove channel becomes a flight path whenever the canopy opens.
The water carries movement smoothly through the maze of roots. The brightest channel often becomes the fastest road through the forest. Old color can still vanish when it follows the pattern of light and leaf. In the open mangrove, even shadow remains filled with color. On the mangrove floor, armor becomes a tool for crossing roots and stone. Beyond the final roots, the coast opens into fields of green beneath the sea. Where the roots release the tide, a new green world begins across the sand. Beyond the mangrove roots, the coast opens into a meadow beneath the sea. In shallow water, even the largest body seems to float inside the light. The underwater meadow carries life across a landscape open to the sun. A slow rhythm is enough to cross an entire field beneath the sea. The meadow becomes a road wherever the sunlight reaches. At the smallest scale, a single blade becomes a tower. The smallest current can reshape an entire world of grass. Across the open meadow, flight continues beneath the surface. The widest path in the meadow is drawn across open sand. A single shell carries its home across the open meadow. The meadow protects both movement and stillness beneath the same light. A body shaped like grass can vanish without changing color. Camouflage becomes perfect when movement follows the current. Even the sand becomes colorful when armor moves across it. The underwater meadow turns every small traveler into a bright focal point. Pattern becomes movement across a body built for control. The meadow carries color not only in plants, but in living skin. The meadow remains alive, even where movement is almost invisible. Every quiet body contributes to the life of the sand below. A long body can turn the spaces between coral into a hidden road. At the far edge of the meadow, the coast begins to build a cathedral of color. Beyond the final blades of grass, color rises from the seafloor, like a living city. Beyond the seagrass meadow, color rises into a living cathedral beneath the sea. Under open light, the widest wings in the reef move without sound. The reef opens wider until even giants can pass through its color. The largest fish on Earth moves gently through a world of fragile color. Scale becomes peaceful when the ocean provides enough space. Every shell carries the colors of the reef across open water. The reef becomes a map of color beneath every passing flipper. A small fish can turn one anemone into an entire kingdom. Shelter in the reef can be built from movement rather than stone.
Some of the reef's strongest colors belong to its smallest travelers.
The reef creates patterns no surface landscape can repeat. Black, white, and gold become a moving symbol inside the reef. Strong contrast can still remain perfectly natural beneath clear water. A body that never travels can still hold an entire landscape of color.
The reef turns stillness into one of its brightest displays.
Intelligence moves through the reef by touching every surface. The reef rewards every body able to change texture without losing its form. A large reef fish carries the colors of stone, water, and living coral together. The reef feels immense when measured against a body built to cross it slowly. The reef can turn every fin into part of its architecture. Beyond the cathedral of color, the reef releases life into the open blue. At the edge of the reef, color opens into a horizon with no visible walls. Beyond the reef, the ocean opens into a world with no visible walls.
In open water, shape becomes the clearest form of identity. The reef has ended, but the path of light continues across the blue. Broad fins carry patience across the open ocean. In the high blue, every slow turn can cross a vast distance. Speed becomes a line of silver beneath the tropical sun. The open ocean turns even a single fin into a moving horizon. Muscle and water meet in a body shaped for distance. In the open blue, color is carried by speed.
The open ocean can carry color as bright as any reef. Beyond the reef, sunlight becomes the painter of the blue. In open water, a manta ray turns the ocean itself into a sky. The widest wings need no horizon when the water is clear. The largest sea turtle crosses the open blue with the rhythm of a long journey. Dark form and bright water create a balance only the open sea can hold. Speed is written into every line of the body before it begins to move. The open ocean rewards a body shaped for precision. A long silver body becomes another line drawn across the blue. In clear water, every scale can carry the color of the sun. At the the surface, swimming becomes flight for a few shining seconds. Beyond the reef, the open ocean gathers its greatest lives beneath the morning sun. The largest life on Earth moves through a world with no visible borders. Scale becomes peaceful when the ocean provides enough light and space. Beyond one giant, another life rises into the morning. Long fins turn every slow movement into a gesture across the blue. The ocean becomes a stage when a giant moves through the light. A head shaped for the deepest ocean still returns to the sunlit surface. The greatest depth is carried quietly beneath the brightest water. Black and white become one of the clearest signatures in the ocean. Strong contrast can remain graceful when every movement is controlled. A broad back moves beneath the sun like a living horizon. The ocean carries memory in bodies shaped by long migrations. The greatest fish carries a constellation across the morning blue. Size and gentleness meet beneath the same surface light. The open ocean creates forms unlike anything seen near the shore. A body shaped like a disc becomes perfectly balanced in the blue.
The open ocean becomes a sky when a manta ray begins to fly. The greatest wings beneath the sea need no visible horizon. A giant of the shore becomes weightless beneath the surface. The ocean returns every traveler to the edge of the coast. Above the giants, the longest wings carry the story back toward the shore. The open ocean ends not in darkness, but in another rising light. Every giant journey returns at last to a new morning on the coast. Every journey across the open ocean returns to a coast renewed by morning. In shallow water, changing color becomes another way of moving through light. The new tide returns color to every surface beneath the dawn. An ancient shell moves through a morning brighter than the ages it has survived. The coast remembers its oldest designs and carries them into another day. On the morning reef, even the smallest traveler can become a flame of color. Color remains strongest where sunlight reaches the seafloor.
Blue becomes brighter when the reef returns it to the morning sun.
The shallow reef gathers the colors of sky, sunlight, and living stone. The tide carries familiar travelers back toward the sand. The reef gives way to the shore without ever breaking the path of light.
An ancient shoreline traveler crosses the same tide beneath. The coast carries its oldest forms into every new morning. Across the bright sand, camouflage becomes almost identical to the shore itself. The final steps of the tide are written across a surface of light. A small coastal traveler carries the color of the morning sea on its back.
The coast returns every swimmer to air, light, and open sky. The final traveler rests where the blue returns to sand. Every wave removes one story and returns another to the shore. The coast is never still. Every wave carries life forward into a new morning. Before the forest can reveal its life, it must first awaken to light. Far above the ground, the forest continues in another world. Across the earth, countless lives are protected inside one living world of green. The journey begins where green first meets the morning light. In the cloud forest, color is carried from branch to branch. Beneath the brightest leaves, ancient paths remain close to the ground. The forest floor carries lives, shaped by patience and memory. In the upper forest, every branch becomes part of the road. Height changes the forest, but not its connection. In layered shade, pattern becomes a form of silence. The forest reveals its hidden colors only for a moment. Curiosity carries some travelers into every open corner. Every layer of green has its own path and its own rhythm. Some forest voices travel farther than the animals that make them. The canopy carries sound across a world hidden beneath leaves. At the smallest scale, green becomes a landscape of its own. The forest remains vast, even when viewed from a single leaf. Some lives are shaped to let the color of the forest pass through them. Light changes scale, but every living form remains part of the same green world. In the forest, stillness can hold as much presence as movement. Color can conceal a life as easily as it can reveal one. The smallest wings can carry the brightest color through the forest. Morning has reached every layer of the cloud forest. Beyond the mountains, the green world grows deeper, older, and more immense. Beyond the cloud forest, the green world grows deeper and older. Pattern becomes part of the forest when light and shadow move together.
The forest floor is only the first level of this living cathedral. High above the ground, time moves at a different pace. Above the leaves, power is measured in silence and control. The tallest trees create roads that exist only in the air. From above, the forest appears endless because every crown hides another world. Bright color becomes a signal inside the deepest green.
Fruit carries the forest forward from one branch to the next.
Speed creates another rhythm within the canopy. Every gap in the leaves becomes a test of movement and memory. At the smallest scale, the forest becomes an entire world of texture. Size changes, but every life depends on the same shelter of leaves. Some paths are written directly across the forest floor. The deepest green can hide both movement and stillness. The forest provides a path for every shape of traveler. Adaptation becomes visible in every limb, claw, and careful step. New growth begins close to the ground, carried by quiet movement. The The future forest often begins with a single seed, moved through shadow. The smallest builders carry from a fragment of leaf to the highest crown, every scale belongs to the same living structure. Where the roots meet the rising water, the forest continues in another form. Where the roots enter the water, the forest begins again beneath the surface. Light reaches the flooded forest in broken paths of gold and green. From above, water becomes another road through the living canopy. In the drowned forest, movement follows paths that trees once marked on land. The river carries a different kind of grace beneath the leaves. Above the water, the branches remain part of the old forest world. Even a brief flight can connect two islands of leaves. Beneath the reflections, ancient forms move with almost no sound. Still water can hold a presence older than the forest around it. Large lives move through the flooded forest with the calm of deep water. The greatest bodies remain almost weightless beneath the green surface. The canopy remains a world of roads, even when the ground has vanished. Color carries across the flooded forest, from the highest branch to the deepest reflection. The smallest primate paths can exist high above an entire river.
Scale changes the view, but not the complexity of the forest. The movement beneath the forest is carried by currents the eye cannot see. The flooded forest holds senses and signals beyond human perception. Above the water, green becomes both shelter and disguise. The forest reflects its own color back into every living form. As the water withdraws, the forest floor returns in narrow bands of earth. Water and earth exchange places, but the forest remains continuous. Above the flooded roots, another kingdom is waiting in the highest leaves. Above the flooded roots, the forest continues in a kingdom built from branches. The canopy offers food, shelter, and a road through the sky. From the highest crown, another hidden world waits in the shade beneath. In the shaded canopy, balance becomes a form of silence. Every step is shaped by the space between branches. Along the rivers, the canopy opens into brighter roads of green. The river creates an opening, but the forest still holds every path above it. Some paths through the forest are measured in a single swing. Speed is possible because every branch has been remembered.
As daylight lowers, the trunks begin to reveal lives hidden in their patterns. At sunset, even the space between trees becomes a road. At sunset, even the space between trees becomes a road. When the bright canopy dims, another rhythm begins among the leaves. The forest does not become empty when the sun is gone. Morning returns to the canopy on powerful wings. Large wings carry color across the highest level of the forest. The canopy spreads its signals farther than the eye can follow. What falls from the canopy begins another journey on the ground. The forest floor receives everything the high branches release. Power in the forest is often built for climbing rather than distance. The boundary between ground and canopy is never fixed. At the edge of a leaf, even a small body can find a path through open air. The canopy rewards every form that can turn distance into movement. Below the bright canopy, the green world becomes quieter, darker, and more mysterious. Below the bright canopy, the forest hides its strength inside layers of green. In the deepest shade, pattern allows a large body to become almost invisible. Mystery in the rainforest is created not by darkness, but by what the leaves choose to reveal. Bold markings remain visible even where the forest light is limited. Armor can belong naturally inside a world made almost entirely of leaves.
Every surface in the forest demands a different kind of movement. A narrow trail can carry movement far through the lower forest. In the forest, endurance is measured through turns, roots, and changing light. Even in the shadowed forest, clear water creates a brief world of light. The stream is not the story itself, but a bright passage through the green.
The smallest hoofed traveler can move through places close to larger bodies. Scale changes the meaning of every leaf, root, and opening. Pattern can transform the forest floor into a living display. The forest creates its richest designs where light reaches the ground. Length becomes another way of moving through a world crowded with roots. Presence does not require aggression when every movement is understood. A tree trunk can become the beginning of a path through open air. The forest rewards forms that can turn a fall into controlled flight. On the forest floor, shape can become almost identical to the land itself. From the smallest leaf-shaped life to the highest gliding path, the forest remains connected. Beyond the shadowed rainforest,
Green rises into mountains of bamboo and light.
In the bamboo mountains, strength is carried through quiet movement.
What appears gentle from the ground becomes immense when seen across the mountain.
Above the bamboo floor, another path continues through moss and branch. Color becomes warmer where the mountain forest meets the morning sun. The mountain canopy carries sunlight in fur as well as leaves. Light turns mist into a second forest beneath the branches.
Beyond the bamboo, the mountain opens into stronger ground. In the high forest, the horizon becomes part of every step.
On the steepest ground, balance becomes the only path forward.
The mountain forest rewards precision more than speed. Stone and bamboo create a meeting place between mountain and forest. Adaptation is visible in every hand placed against the mountain. The brightest color often waits close to the quietest ground. Against the endless green, a single color can transform the entire forest.
Cold mountain water carries a hidden life beneath the bamboo.
The oldest forms of the mountain remain, where light reaches only through water.
As the mountain light lowers, the forest grows deeper once again. Dark fir and pale mist create another kind of mountain contrast.
At the meadow edge, the mountain forest opens toward warmer lands below.